Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You know what it is. You know what time it is. What's good, people? What's good, people? What's good, people? Welcome to tonight's Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. I'm your host, Ben from the Lover of Tech channel, and we are live. Yes, yes, yes. We're doing it on a Tuesday night because unfortunately the past 2 days have been a bit hectic, helping a couple of people out, being on other stuff, doing whatnot. Had a bit of a headache on a Sunday, so I thought, yeah, health over wealth. So let me just look after the body, nap, sleep, recover. Yesterday was quite busy. I had to do a couple of stuff as well, so I couldn't even do it on a Monday. But on a Tuesday, we've got a gap in a Tuesday, and we've been able to pick the three topics that I've been eager to do and get patterned up. So we're gonna get onto it and make it happen. So I hope you're all safe during this time, and thank you, Live Squad, for joining tonight's Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. So we're gonna tech, we're gonna chill, and so far, we've got 8 concurrent viewers. So that's a good look. I like that. I like that. I like that. We definitely like that. All right, let's see. Pop this over here. And we are streaming this in crispy 4K UHD. So make sure that you click that gear icon, select higher than 1080p at 1440p or 2160p 4K UHD for the best viewing experience. Let's get in there, man. Pop up the chat and see who's what going on in the chat. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? What we got in the chat? What we got in the chat? We got a couple of people that are popping up in the chat still. He got some people in the chat. Let me just refresh my stream just so I can see. Because I'm seeing. Okay, my chat was actually loading quite slow. Apologies. All right, so who we got? We got Craig B. Yes, mate. Yes, what's good, Craig? What is good, Jermaine? Content creator in the house. And we've got Gabriel Pitter. Sup, boss? What's good, Gabriel? Thank you for joining the Tech and Chill live stream. I think it's the first time I've seen you here. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good. James Wolf. What's good, James? Thank you. I think this is probably the first time I've seen you on here. Oh, yeah, super crisp. You know how it is. We do it 4K UHD crispy all day long. That's how we do it here. Don't do it no half-hearted, no low quality stuff on the Tech and Chill channel. Come on. We're looking crisp and we're looking good out here, man. So make sure, share it out, share it out, share it out, share the stream link out. Let's get people in here, man. We've got 3 lovely topics of tech that we're going to talk, vibe, tech and chill shoot to, and really have some fun tonight, man. Always enjoy the tech and chill live streams, for real, for real, for real. Apologies that I couldn't get it done on a Sunday. I was guest streaming, and the guest stream went on for a little bit longer than expected, but it was all worth it. I enjoyed it. It's a roundtable of One Division. I'll probably post a link into here for the stream for both the Nerd Council, aka Timmy, and also Steph from Nay Saga. Um, all right, all right, all right, all right. 10 concurrent viewers. Yeah, yeah. All right, cool. I'm digging the vibe and the energy that's on here tonight, man. Yeah, super crisp. Yeah, good, mate. Glad you're doing okay now. Yeah, definitely, man. You always have to, sometimes rest up and recharge before you relaunch and do what you need to do. I've been a couple. I've been a couple. Just happened to be able to catch this time. Bug you on Twitter a lot. Bear me 1 minute. Sorry, I ain't had dinner yet, so dinner just came through. So mind me, I'm gonna munch while I'm still talking to you guys while the comments are said. So just happened to be able to catch you this time. Yeah, I'll bug you on Twitter. Like, yeah, that's cool, man. I like that. I'm active on Twitter, man. Definitely follow the socials with Twitter, man. You know, it's my lover of tech, BA, as well as following the Instagram lover of tech underscore BA. Ah, man, Live Squad. Shout out to the Live Squad, man. You guys are really the ones that make it all worthwhile doing. So mind me, while I'm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. I know it's rude to eat on stream, but bear with me. I need maximum energy to power through. Lord. Mm. Hold on, let me get some tissue. Damn. Mm. Thank you all for being the most understanding people on the stream. I appreciate you all. Mm. Mm. Lord. Mm. Concept creator. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. It really helps out. I appreciate that, man. For real, for real. Like the stream, share it out, post it on Twitter. I've tweeted it out on Twitter, so just go retweet it if you're on Twitter as well, man. Um, yeah, live squad. We're in here. We are in here, live squad. Let me scroll this to the left. Let me check my stream settings. So yeah, okay. Feedback. How is the audio? How's the video? Are we in sync? Can you all hear me nice and clearly? Can you all hear me nice and clearly? I got a 3-5 topics for you all tonight. So just a feedback from the audience. If you can hear me clearly, just let me know. Is there a video delay? Is it perfectly in sync? Do I need to is one slower than the other? I think I might have to delay the audio a little bit potentially. I might have to potentially delay the audio. Mic decibels, offset, maybe 2 milliseconds. Potentially 2 milliseconds. Is it all good? Is it all good? All right. If you guys say it's all good, then I'm happy. I'm gonna duppy this burger. Hold on. I had to mute because I can't stand eating. Sorry, bro. Sounds delicious. You might not be able to hear the clap because of RTX voice. So it depends. Spot on my end. All right, cool. I'm gonna play a bit of background music just so I'm not being entirely rude with my eating. And then um and then and then I'm gonna play a bit of don't hear it, yeah, it's because of RTX voice. It blocks out background noise and whatnot. Yay, my cousin Bernard Hops, the one and only. Not even my cousin, that's the equivalent of my brother. Like we both born in Ghana, both raised in Ghana. What's good to the Canadian family in the house? What's good, Ben? What's good, my bro? Thanks. I think it's the first time I had you on the live stream, you know. All right, cool. I'm gonna play a bit of background music. I'm gonna go on mute. I'm gonna finish this burger quickly. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do the topics. We'll do the breakdowns. And we're gonna have some fun tonight, as you know. Yo, we're back. What do you guys think of that track, man? Mm. Oh, we are good. Oh, I'm chargy. I'm charged up. I'm charged up. I'm ready. Start recording. Make sure that the face is all right. Make sure that the lips ain't dry before Dr. Adrian gets on to me. Showtime. Ooh, the Tech and Chill show is vibing tonight. Let's look into the comments and see what going on. My people thems and see what we're popping off and we're seeing what's out. Um all good. Could hear you eat, so it's all good. Talk a bit. Cool, 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 cool. Sounds delicious. UMB comes. Yes, it man, this is burger was patterning, man. Quick, easy. It's spot on my end, nice one. Obviously, my bro Bernard Hops in the yard from Canada. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Canadians in the house, you know. We're international in that. Mr. Tech Ran himself. What's good, Trent and Marshall. I got my video. I got a video, another rant video for you, pattern up, man. Ready. You're doing good. Yes, thank you so much. Suya, thank you so much. I'm excited, but just got off work. Oh, cool, 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 cool. End of the day. It's been the end of the day for a little minute, you know. Then becomes tech and move back. Y'all are funny already. To tender, you got crumbs in your beard. Oh Lord, better not be. If so, get this. Shoot, 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 shoot. Aye, damn, got caught up. We'll be right back. I'm waiting for Trenton to meme that. You know how he does. Bro, I need that hoodie. Yo, Brooks Media in the house, aka Sean B. Yes, people. Let me break it down, man. Thank you to the live squad that's in the yard. We've got 13 concurrent viewers tonight. Wow. We're doing, maybe we should be doing more Tuesday nights. Who knows? But I do like the Sunday night, end of the week kind of feel to it, man. Thank you all to the live crew that's in the yard tonight, man. Big up to you lot. Shout out to everyone that's coming in. Also, big up to the replay crew as well. Shout out to the replay crew, the ones that actually get to watch this in replay. I'm going to make sure that I put timestamps in for all the three topics that we're going to be breaking down tonight for the Tech and Chill show. Shout out to you guys and you all in the replay crew. But I do understand when it comes to replaying, man, the stream goes on for an hour, sometimes slightly over. You might not have the time to. So we do have the cut down series. There will be links in the description below and a playlist for a cut down of each individual topic broken down and uploaded through the week for you to watch to catch up on in a much easier way. With that out of the way, let's get this party started. Whew, so, as the three topics for tonight has been plastered and said, we are looking at Huawei Mate X2, their true second generation foldable, not their 1.5 with the Mate XS from the Mate X, but we are looking at the Mate X2. And it's a fundamentally big change for Huawei from their design principle of what they decided to do with the original Fold. Then we're going to be talking about augmented reality glasses potentially from Samsung, leaked, showcased, and then the OnePlus upcoming 9 series partnership with Hasselblad. What is that all about? Those are the three topics we're going to be breaking down tonight with the Tech and Chill show and with the Cut Down series. So, first topic is going to be the Huawei Mate X2, their true second generation foldable. And this is a big improvement, but yet also equally a big departure from what they originally set out to do from the original Mate X and the Mate XS. And we're going to be looking at the specs, the breakdown, and what I think actually is a lot of what they've listened to. I feel like they listened to a lot of what I said about my 5 dislikes video about the Z Fold 2. And y'all know I'm in foldables, man. I'm in with foldables, rollables, all the ollables, and yada yada yada. I'm in for the future of where this platform, this Infinity Flex, flexible display, and foldables in any capacity is going. So I can't wait to see the development. And regardless of what we know, the obvious Achilles heel is going to be for Huawei when it comes to software experience, this hardware that I'm seeing from them is a great look, minus maybe a few other caveats, which we're going to break down and we'll look at. So let's look at the Mate XS. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch screens. Let's see and switch transition. Okay. And we're going to go dual cam. Because why not? All right. Let's look at this. Big shout out to Super Saf on this one. I saw this tweet from him, bookmarked. So this was 22nd of February. And we're looking at the Huawei Mate X2. It's rocking an outer display, which is 6.5 inches OLED, 90 hertz exterior. Great stuff so far. 8-inch inner display OLED 90 hertz interior folding screen. Quad camera system, which is using a main 50 megapixel ultra vision, 16 megapixel ultra wide, 12 megapixel telephoto ×3 zoom, and an 8 megapixel super zoom with a ×10 optical. It is using a 5nm Kirin 9000 5G processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, plus 256 as well as 512 gigabytes of storage. Is using the Emotion User Interface EMUI 11 version 11 based on Android 11 from what I believe, but obviously not the full Android 11 with the Google Play services. 4,500 milliamp hour battery with 55 watt Huawei supercharge, and it's coming in at 18,000 yuans. So that's Chinese currency. So we'll do the conversion and see what I go on. And here we are, Huawei Mate X2, co-engineered with Leica. Man, this partnership with Leica has been going for time, but for good reason. And Lord, this looks good. This looks good. Weird in some parts, but overall, I'm very impressed hardware-wise. But there is some caveats to it that I'm going to call out just based on what I'm seeing from outside looking in, especially as a foldable user myself. A new classic enters the fold, revolutionizing the design and experience, the Huawei Mate X2. Imagine what unfolds. Okay, let's watch the video and see what's good. Okay. Okay. 100 times digital zoom. Interesting. Wow. Imagine what unfolds. Man, I love foldables. Man, I love foldables, man. I can't lie to you. I love foldables. I love the direction of them, what they're about, what they're doing. And this already, to fold or not to fold, that takes the question, in the words of Shakespeare, for tech. Behold, a new foldable Huawei Mate X2 arrives to impress. Unfolded, it fits perfectly in your palm, in your pocket and palm as a 6.545-inch flagship display, ready to use on a go. Unfolded, its 8-inch full view display offers an eye-opening viewing experience, up to 90 Hz refresh rate on both screens, and delivered a fluid flow, keeping your eyes on a bit. Oh man, impressive, impressive. In terms of the symmetricalness of the thickness, I get why they've done that. It's not just because of the battery, but it's the housing of the camera and the power of it. The hinge, it all hinges on, okay. The edge of gravity, if you look at it, it's kind of like a wedged design from what I can see. It's a wedge design approach that they've gone for. And that, I believe, is to house all the camera tech that goes in there, because this is looking like some serious, non-compromising, all-in camera hardware. Slightly wedge shape gives the one an extra edge. The thinnest part to be 4.4 millimeters. It's inspiring design. That's not slim look, but also looks amazingly light. And since the center of gravity is closer to where you hold it, you enjoy an easier grip. Okay, that's to be, you know. And you're getting three colors: crystal blue, crystal pink, black. Why not crystal black? Huawei. Keep it consistent. And white. That, man, why the fancy colors of the name have to go to these two, pink and a chip that of the chip of the new block. Okay, cool. Kira 9000. Swivelly, swivelly, swivelly. Wi-Fi 6 Plus, not Wi-Fi 6E. Okay, interesting. And here's the camera hardware right there. So they're using their state-of-the-art RYYB sensor for what they're doing with the telephoto, the 100 times digital zoom, and then you've got a 2.5 centimeter macro lens that I believe should be built into the ultra wide angle camera, and then obviously 50 megapixel ultra vision camera, which should be using some form of pixel binning, where it's going down to maybe 14 or 13 megapixels. Distance is no barrier. Scumbag zoom, as they call it. Scumbag zoom, as they call it. Wider, sharper, 16 megapixel ultra wide. Let's say get fully close, gathering. Okay, I don't know if that's dedicated, or I'm guessing that's built into the ultra wide. I reckon it's built into the ultra wide, because you've got the periscope zoom, ultra. Yeah, it's built into the ultra wide. It must be. Group selfie. Okay, so there's a pill shape. No, I'm not too sure about pill shapes. Really don't like pill shapes. Hole punch, fine. Single hole punch, fine. Pill shapes, so disorientating. And look at this. It's a full view display with no inner display selfie camera. That is a caveat to me. I know that's weird, but I low-key feel that to be a caveat, in my personal opinion. Streamline your workflow. Spread your gaming wings. Okay, cool. 8-inch, yeah. So that's bigger. I think the Fold 2, the Z Fold 2 is 7.6 inches. So I'm guessing they've gone for the bigger display because they've gone for a wider aspect ratio to compensate for the very narrow, what I believe is 25:9 aspect ratio on the outer display. I'm hoping they've done a 20:9 or a 21:9, no more, no less, for the aspect ratio for the outer display at 6.4 inches. All 4:1. Okay, cool. I dig that. All right, power to last 4,500, and I really like the fact that they've done proper supercharging that's in here at 55 watts. But I do believe that it does not have wireless charging. So 55 watts is the maximum charging power and can only be reached with the dedicated Huawei supercharger. Yeah, that's fine. 4,400 actual capacity. Focal length is 240 millimeters. Okay. Only 12 megapixel supports. Yeah. So that's where pixel bins down to 12 megapixels. So Huawei routers, that's the Wi-Fi 6 Plus. Okay. Thickness. Yep. Screen refresh rate 90 hertz in both. All right, let's go to GSM Arena because we'll get some slightly more detailed look. So what are we looking at? The outer display is 2700 by 1160 and it's a 90 hertz OLED display. The inner display, 8 inches, 413 pixels per inch, 2200. Okay, cool. Let me do the quick maths on that one. So if we do maths on that one, how many pixels? So we are looking 2200 times 248. Yeah. So it's 5.4 megapixels. So 5.4 megapixels times that by 2560 by 1440. Yeah, that is a proper. It's more than enough resolution to be classed as quad high definition. So that's good. That's impressive. So you should be able to watch 1440p pixel for pixel. 8 gigabytes of RAM. That's my only point of concern. 8 gigabytes of RAM. And we can see a much more detailed breakdown of obviously the specs. Whether using Leica optics, 50 megapixels, f1.9 aperture, 23 millimeter, that's the main. It's a 1/1.28 inch sensor, which is massive. It's a 1.22 micron pixel size as well. Omnidirectional face detection, autofocus, laser AF, optical image stabilization. 12 megapixels, f2.8. So that's the ×3 short throw zoom with optical zoom, and it's OIS and face detection. And then you've got the periscope zoom with the folded inner glass and sensor, which is 8 megapixels f4.4, which isn't going to really let in much light, but the equivalent is 240. Face detection autofocus, okay, OIS ×10 optical zoom, and then you've got the ultra wide, which is 17 millimeters, equivalent 16 megapixels, f2.2 with autofocus. Okay, interesting. And again, I believe the macro feature with the 2.5 centimeters is built into the ultra wide angle. Like optics, LED flash, to what extent and limitations you have the 4K UHD up to 60 frames? Is it on all the sensors or just the main? Who knows? We'll find out. And a selfie, you are looking at 60 megapixels. Okay, cool. But you don't get an inner selfie. You don't get an inner selfie on the display. 2,300 euros, lord. But I believe, obviously, because of the limitations of not having Google Play services, this is where the challenge is going to be. All right, let's come back in. I will engage. I will engage. I will engage. I will engage. Okay. So I I really like what Huawei have done here. I feel like they've almost listened and almost watched what my 5 dislikes on the Z42 were, and then literally did most of it. So I think it's a smart decision what they've done to go 90 hertz inside, 90 hertz outside. 120 hertz would be better, but honestly 90 hertz can be more than enough for the circumstances, and I'm really glad that they've been able to actually get that done for the outer display as well as the inner display. The inner display, as counted, if you do the maths of what the inner display resolution is, it is more than enough to be classed as quad high definition. Quad high definition, you need about 3.6 megapixels. It counts at 5.6 megapixels for the inner display. So it's a sharp inner display for the 8 inches, and you're getting 90 hertz. Yes, it's not 120, but it's great. But outer display, two of the biggest things I'm seeing is the fact that it's high refresh rate. It's a good above slightly 1080p, and also the aspect ratio seems more accustomed to what we've been used to with the modern day smartphones that are about 19:9 aspect ratio, 20:9 aspect ratio, which is going to make it so much more usable. Because one of my biggest complaints with the Z Fold 2 was the fact that 25:9, it's very narrow. It's way more narrower than the 21:9 aspect ratio. You see, so that's where my point of concern is. So now they've been able to make it wider, it will feel more accustomed to what you're used to in terms of the width of a normal, traditional, modern solid state smartphone, making it much more usable as a smartphone. Again, they've gone for that tapered wedge design. It's to accommodate all the camera hardware because it looks like they've not held back. This camera is looking to probably, undoubtedly have the most powerful camera hardware for a foldable smartphone at the compromise of a much more even, thin, equal design across the board. So I love that they've not held back. Now, I do believe that the pill shape does house like a Face ID biometric face unlock one. I just don't like pill shapes. Single hole punch works, but I just don't like pill shapes. I just don't like pill shapes. Now, bringing that through, I look at what they've been able to do, and I think it's a mistake not putting an inner display in a camera for the inner display. I get it that you want to get a full tablet view, but I think it misses the opportunity to be able to use the 8-inch foldableness to really utilized for things like conference calls. So when I'm on Microsoft Teams on the Z Fold 2 with the inner display, it's so well optimized with how it uses the whole display with the front facing with the inner display camera, that it's just such a nice touch. And also all the flexibility that you would have get with also having the inner display camera, with the camera using it with the foldable hinge, and all the different modes that you can have with it, it's all gone. You're kind of have to you're forced to have to use the one on the outside and obviously the main, which isn't necessarily the end of the world. But one of the fun things was actually using an inner viewfinder for your selfies in different ways, especially when you're doing conference calls and video calls where it's optimized for that foldable display. Being able to, whether it's Teams, Duos, or whatever app it is, being able to utilize it, it was just such a nice feature to be able to plant it there, angle it, and you can do your conference calls. So that's one caveat that I've got in there. Long-term power, I think 8 GB of RAM for a foldable device that really pushes the limits of what true multitasking does. I don't think 8 GB of RAM is enough. I complain about the 12 GB of RAM, not because it slows down, but I feel like after the next 2 years, it might hit that ceiling. Because sometimes when I'm really pushing it hard, I can see it hit close to 10 GB. So I actually wish this foldable had 16 GB of RAM, like what you find in the S20 Ultra as well as the S21 Ultra. Water break. And switch cameras. So those are the initial caveats that I'm seeing, and the lack of wireless charging as well. Not a good look when it comes to the price that you're offering. Not a good look. Again, I'm not a wireless charging person, so I don't necessarily care that much. I prefer the 55-watt super fast charging that they've put in there, because one of, again, the biggest complaints I had with the Z Fold 2, 25-watt charging, and the fact that it takes almost an hour and a half to charge from dead zero to 100, it's just too slow. From my personal opinion, I need it under that 1 hour charge time, especially for the battery capacity that it's charging. What's obviously unfortunate for Huawei is, one, the availability of it seems to be available only in China and the Asian market. Two, no Google services internationally. They're still plagued by that, and it's quite a shame. It's quite a shame. But one thing I do say is I do appreciate what they're doing. I appreciate the fact that even in this tough time for them, hardware wise, they are flexing, pun intended, and they're really bringing the heat. And I really hope they still keep it going for as long as they can, because they will keep companies like Samsung honest in really making a difference in what the next generation of the Z Flip 2 and the Z Fold 3 need to be to really kick butt. I'm excited for what's coming, but with what Huawei brought out, it gives me hope that, wow, foldables are heading in the right direction. Just being able to change from being a normal screen phone, which is now wider based on aspect ratio, much more usable, and then you can have an even bigger 8-inch display from the 7.6 that you get on here, and both displays are high refresh rate, and you're getting a class leading camera that does not compromise from what you're used to on these normal solid state smartphones, like what you get with the Note 20 Ultra. You're getting on the foldable, rather than getting a, not that it's a bad system, but more of a mix of what the S10 and the S20 are, rather than the up-to-date system. Yeah, that's impressive. So those are my initial thoughts of the Huawei Mate X2. Unfortunate with the current situation they're in and the availability, some caveats just from the outside looking in, especially as a fold user myself. But wow, this is a good look. This is a really good look, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it, man. That's my thoughts on the Huawei Mate X2. Let's get into the comments. Let's see what one who's in the comments. Yeah. Richard Tech, what's good, Rich? Just swinging by. Thank you for joining. And Pricey, when you come into All Bar One, who's that? And Pricey, when you come into All Bar One, all right. Well, when lockdown lifts and we can actually do events again. VLT Gaming, hello, what's good, Craig B? I'm getting a OnePlus 9. Okay, interesting. OnePlus and a OnePlus 9 Pro. What would the difference be? Okay, let's see. Cash 9X. Hey, what's up? What's good? Thank you for joining the stream, Cash. Craig B, March 23rd needs to hurry up. Yes, it does. Ambience Lens Photography, welcome back. One of the OGs of the channel. What's good, man? Hey, my man's back at it again. Seriously, this year has been hell of a start for all of us. Good luck with your content. Can't wait for the reviews. Love seeing you grow, man. I appreciate Ambience, man. Thanks for coming through. Tech for your needs in the yard as well. What's good, people? Man, we're 14 concurrent viewers. Maybe we need to switch up to Tuesday. You're lot in here tonight, man. You're vibing with it, man. Man, I appreciate this. What's good? CH Gazage, what's good, Colin? Welcome. What's good, peeps? Welcome into the chat. Welcome into the stream. Appreciate you, Live Squad. UMB comms. Is it me or has Foldables lost its hype? No, it's just you, mate. Sorry. Lost its hype. Foldables has just started for it to lose its hype. What's going on? Please. No negativity energy here, please. I beg. Nah. Ripon Marshall Jr., what's good? It's a beautiful phone. It is, man. I like what Huawei did with the Mate X2 for real. It's a good look. It's a good look. And I dig that. Dig that. Not like the wrap up, but dig that. What's good? What's good? Royal. Yes. Hello. Hi. Mitten. Richard Tech, it does look nice. Huawei just has nailed the design. Yeah, I think they've caught a really good balance of form that meets function. Because yes, it would be nice if it wasn't wedged, but the wedge, they've owned the wedge design to compensate for all the power that they're putting in for the fast charging, the battery cell, and mainly the camera. That's a hefty camera system hardware-wise that's really been packed in there. So it's a good look. It's an absolute good look. It's an absolute good look. I absolutely dig what they're doing in that capacity. So, where we at now? UMB comms. Do you think Huawei is still worth considering with all the obstacles they've been in? Yeah, that's what's really unfortunate. That's just what's really unfortunate for them right now. It is hard on a software level with the user experience to recommend them because you don't get Google services, and it sounds like you're beating it down with a stick. But hardware wise, especially being a hardware person, I love what they're doing hardware wise. Huawei are game. They're one of the best. But software also matters, and internationally, just not being able to get the software that you need, something as basic as Google Maps or your Gmail on there conveniently. I'm sure there's a way, but it's a tough crowd for them, man. So I don't want to say no indefinitely. Things could change, which I hope it does change for them, because they bring good competition to the scene. Lala T, good day, V. Hey, thanks T, thanks for joining. When foldable displays come more affordable, I'm on it. Yeah, 100%. Economy of scale. My man Sean Be Nice. I'm still calling you Sean Be Nice, bro. Economy of scale. That's what we need. We need it to scale up economy wise for it to be much more accessible. The accessibility matters, and I think the Z Flip series is going to help with that very quickly, a lot quicker than the Fold. The Flip series, I think, will bring the accessibility much quicker, which I really hope will do. And especially when we get S Pen support on these, yeah, we're game. We're game. Yes, guys, a Fox Tech in the house. Yo, what's good? Yo, Ben, what's good? Let's go. Love Ford, we just never used one. Want the Z Flip 2. So Flip is on the second generation, Fold is on the third generation. Will you be getting a Huawei? No, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be spending all that money outright and then importing. Tender Chidinika. Bike. Ha. Is it me or Foldables the greatest? Yeah, UMB comes, you're just trolling now. You are absolutely trolling. Huawei definitely have designs on most of their phones locked down to pure quality. Absolutely agree. When it comes to physical hardware, they know what they're doing. Sometimes a bit of copycatting here and there, but overall, they know what they're doing. Physical hardware, they're down. Digital slang, the homie digital slang in the yard was good. Digital slang in here, man. Oh man. You people are absolutely on point tonight. But just remember that we are streaming this in lovely crispy 4K UHD. So click that gear icon on whatever device that you're watching. Select higher than 1080p, select 1440p or 4K UHD 2160p. Ooh. Back in the biz. And I think we've caught up with the comments, which means we are moving on to topic number 2. And this one is augmented reality. Now, I did actually a video review on the HTC Cosmos Elite, which was a virtual reality VR headset. And augmented reality really does take me back to Google Glass. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about AR, augmented reality, or, mixed reality. And I really wish Google Glass took off, man. It's something that, they killed off and it didn't really spark up. So I saw this suggested leak roadmap, and you already know how I feel about leaks and rumors. So I'll go into this with a grain of salt. I actually have the articles up. I've not read them. So we'll read it through together and we'll break it down and we'll see what's going on and what's good. All right, let's switch it up. Cool. Engadget. So one of 2 articles that I've got here, Engadget, should be a quick fire one. And this was on the 22nd of February, 2021. And we are looking at the morning after. Apple's next gen AirPods and Samsung's AR concept glasses leaked. Okay. It seems like it was a weekend of leaks. Pick your company. Samsung concept for AR glasses. So far, chunky frames. Maybe next. Okay, maybe next generation. That was it. Okay, nothing else. There are 2 different kinds of leaks. Samsung appears to be sort of conceptual video teas that may or may not result in a device. Previous teasers result in hardware that looks pretty different to the heady dream from years. The company's foldable phones are a great example here. Cool. I don't care much for the AirPods. Let's see what Circuit Breaker's saying from The Verge. Okay. Samsung imagines how its first AR glasses might look in these leaked concept videos. Interesting. Let's see. Water. Samsung Glasses Lite. Is that what they're calling them? Samsung have been toying with AR glasses for years. Most recently, trying out the extremely basic set of image projecting goggles in CES 2020 stage, but we've seen the company suggest it might like to build an actual ambitious augmented reality wearable computing device. What a mouthful. Until perhaps today, Walking Cat, a fairly reliable source, Gadget Leaks, has published 2 concept videos. Oh, right, okay. Now I'm interested. Let me turn the desktop audio on because I didn't do that before, so you guys didn't get the sound from the previous one. And let's see what this is about. Samsung Glasses Lite, as they call them. Okay. Let's look at this AR simulation then. Some Tony Stark Iron Man stuff happening right now. Interesting. Okay, so we've got Samsung Glasses Lite and Samsung's next wearable computing. If you ever tried a Microsoft HoloLens or Magic Leap, then you know that the reality is a long ways from visualizations that are seen here. Absolutely. Today's waveguides, lasers, projectors, and micro mirror combinations usually give you a pretty small field of view. That's another thing. And if you're standing right next to a virtual computer monitor, you can only be able to see part of it at a time. The rest would be out of the depth of out of the viewer field. Okay. So yeah, Microsoft HoloLens 2 inside Microsoft's new headset. I mean, it's interesting. It is interesting. All right, let's do a quick fire one, man. We'll come back and then we'll jump back into the comment section. So those again, with a pinch of absolute salt, these are potentially, as they said, leaked concept videos. Whether they intentionally did it or not, who knows? But these are leaked concept videos, so that's a whole nother thing to consider in terms of what it could be. Because we saw the attempt, like I said, with Google Glass, we've seen HoloLens, and the hardship of it in terms of even just the bulkiness of the Microsoft HoloLens 2, and also what Google tried to do: field of view, speed, convenience, pricing, and also the design style. Now, they don't look fashionable, but I know certain people that can make glasses like that look fashionable, especially with the second concept video with the black frames. It can look functionable, kind of thick, but thick with a bit of a design kind of, throw to it. So it's all relative. It's all relative. I'm keeping an open mind if that's how they were meant to look. And I'm just hoping that if they ever ended up looking that way, which was probably 10 years away, or maybe not even that, that they could get them slimmer. Because I'm not a glasses person. I'm not a glasses person. I'll wear my sunshades if the sun's out, but as a general person, I'm not a glasses person. I am meant to wear glasses, but they feel very weird in my face, and it's just one of those ones. But the visualizations do look very interesting, very, very Iron Man esque, very, very Stark Industries, Tony Stark esque. So how how much they can pull that off come when that's actually meant to be, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm keeping an open mind, but in terms of the concepts and the visualization, it does look interesting. I I don't know if Samsung intentionally put it out there for people to catch on to it. To companies have a bad habit of doing that nowadays. But yeah, they look cool. They look cool, but I don't want to get my hopes up too much, especially with what happened with Google. I know Google Glass was kind of way ahead of its time with what they were trying to do, and I do appreciate companies trying things, trying to push the envelope, and trying to see what they can do and whatnot. But at the same time, still with an absolute, absolute bare minimum grain pinch of salt. But it does look interesting. It does look cool. It does look fun. It does look potentially very futuristic and present looking at the same time, especially with the hologram type of video calls where you could be like, holo projections of each other in rooms and whatnot. But again, that's going to take some sophisticated room tracking that's just not going to be coming from the glasses itself. Gaming, movie watching. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. And also just when you're doing your work as well in terms of, word processing or Excel documentation or PowerPoint. Again, with all the limitations and what we saw in terms of field of view, the size and the capacity, the speed, battery life as well, something that you got to think about. Yeah, it seems like a very long way off, but it's nice to see and a nice to imagine. We didn't think screens could actually fold in any capacity like how it is right now. So keep an open mind, man. Those are the suggested potential leaks of the conceptualization of Samsung's attempt on what they think of augmented reality. And let's get into the comments. Cool. UMB comes when you use AR glasses, but they run out of battery. You need to look at the reality instead. Bravo, bravo, bravo. This is why I love the Tech and Chill Show. You lot come up with the funniest one-liners, I swear down. Let me read that comment again. That's a top tier comment, UMB comes. I rate that. And so when you use AR glasses, but you Donny's funny, I rate that. Richard Tech, all of these AR products and the concepts need to tie in with each other so that we can be more platform agnostic. That's such a, you hit the bullseye on that one, mate. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. La la T, clap, clap, clap. Thank you. And filmed by Fresh, my man Courtney Hill. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming through. We're holding strong tonight. 14 concurrent view. Man, you guys and you all are absolutely patting up the energy tonight. Oh, uh, oh, sorry, desktop audio came on. I need to pat that through. I'll be back next week, brother. No, that was a top tier comment, man. UMB comes. That was sick. That was sick. 15 concurrent viewers in the yard tonight. And man, we've caught up with the comment section. You all have been absolutely phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, thank you, thank you for rocking out in tonight's Tech and Chill show. I appreciate that, man. And it's a fun one. It's a fun one. One more topic to go, but before we go, remember we are streaming this live in 4K UHD crisp. So make sure whatever device you're on, man, click that gear icon, select higher than 1080p quality, go to 1440p or 2160p 4K UHD crispy. You know it. Back in it, 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 back in it. And we have one more topic. One more topic. The third topic for tonight, and we'll wrap up for tonight. And we'll probably do slightly over an hour, which is good. We're good on time. We are 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 good on time. And we are going to be looking at that OnePlus 9. Okay. OnePlus 9 series, which has been getting a lot of pre hype, and there's been some bombshell announcements with their partnership with Hasselblad. What does this mean? $150 million apparently invested over a period of time to really up the camera system on the OnePlus 9 series. Again, this isn't anything of leaks and rumors. This is stuff that is plastered all over OnePlus's social media, as well as with the influencers and the journalists that they're working with. So this is something that they're really putting out there because they want to kind of pre-stamp their authority in what is happening in the camera space. And we're going to look at some of the stuff that actually brings this in fruition and consideration. We're going to switch up. Shout out to Mr. Mobile, Michael Fisher. And it says re OnePlus 9 teasers. Okay, some compelling features. 4K UHD 120 frames a second video on the IMX Sony 789 sensor with a panoramic view camera with a field of view of 140 degree with wow, sound perfect for the next roadmap trip. Okay, Hasselblad, as expected, seem mostly involved in the color tuning at this stage, but future hardware collaboration teased. Lord have mercy. Wow, okay. The product launch is going to be on the 23rd of March, 2021, 2 p.m. UK time, Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. 23rd, when is the 23rd? 23rd is exactly 2 weeks from today. Exactly 2 weeks from today. Exactly bang on 2 weeks from today. Yeah. And this is massive. I believe this is the first mobile phone that's able to do. This is something I was expecting for the newer generation iPhone. So they're really trying to stamp their authority on Yeah, on the video aspect of it, if this is what they're saying, cinematic capture 4K 120, Lord, okay. And this is the official OnePlus Twitter. The future of mobile photography arrives on the 23rd. Experience of Sony, and they added Sony as well. Okay, they added Sony as well. IMX 786 sensor on there. Wow. Okay. 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 Not a Hasselblad then. John, honestly, co-engineered. All right, let's see. When a OnePlus 9 series device notify me, okay, see the rules. Hasselblad quiz. Complete the Hasselblad quiz for a chance to win a OnePlus 9 series. Now, obviously, with Hasselblad, their history with their imaging, the fact that they're medium format cameras, as well as, being able to be part of moon landing pictures, high definition images that came from space, the moon, different planets from Hasselblad is one of the things that they're pretty much teasing with. I do like the teaser. OnePlus 9 series. Okay, well, it says get a sneak peek of the high end features that make the OnePlus 9 series our most powerful smartphone yet, as to no surprise.
In this entire landscape in one shot.
Okay, 140-degree field of view panoramic. Mm-mm. So they're teasing a camera right now. So they're going to be teasing stage by stage by stage. Okay, cool. I like that. Stay tuned for part two, part three, part four, part five. Five unique selling points. The lab OnePlus. I joined the lab. Okay, I might have to try and get onto the lab if I can get one, or maybe still get a review unit. So putting this out there, this is something that they've put, and this is something that they're showing, and they're highlighting this feature because off head, I do not believe there's any other smartphone, and I might be wrong, and I love to stand corrected, but I'm trying to keep up with all the camera comparisons that I do, all the smartphone video features that are out there, and I do believe this will officially be the first smartphone to do 4K UHD 120 frames a second. We don't know what the limitations are. We don't know what the recording limits are. We don't know whether it's doing it in true 120 frames a second or it's conforming it down to 30 frames a second in camera and slowing it down. We don't know what the bit rate is. We don't know what the limitations are. We don't know what other additional crops. We don't know what they're doing. I do believe they're going to be using the new 888. And if the 888 does have the processing power to be able to decode and encode 4K UHD at 120 frames a second, and the sense that newer generation sensor, we don't know what details on it apart from the model number, whether it's the sensor size, the readout speed, whatever it is. There's so many things up in the air, and there's so many things to consider. But this is a big, bold statement to put out there that this is cinematic video at 4K 120. A7S3 users, watch out. The smartphone is going to replace your A7S3. I'm trolling. Don't bring your pitchforks to me. Transition through, and we'll come back. OnePlus holds a dear place in my heart for many reasons. I've talked about on previous episodes of the Tech and Chill show. I do. I hope this pays off. Let me think positive, because this is the only real thing, and it's not because OnePlus do not make good cameras. The first impression given with OnePlus cameras are never good until they get better over time because they are good with software updates and software support. But the problem is once that first impression sticks in, it sticks in like a sore thumb. And the improvements, because the industry moves on so quick, they just get dampened on. So I hope this can be the first true sign of a proper, when I mean proper, a proper flagship smartphone experience on a camera for OnePlus. I really hope so. I really hope that now, because of where they cross into the territory with the 8 Pro in terms of where the pricing is as a flagship phone, I really hope this Hasselblad partnership, which obviously now is down to the color tuning, and I'm guessing the HDR processing as well. I really do hope that they get this patterned up. I really hope they get this patterned up. That's my only concern. If they can do what Huawei did with the co-partnership and the co-engineering with Leica and what they can bring with Hasselblad onto their platform, hardware-wise, as well as really improving the software picture processing pipeline, the video as well, taking away weird limitations to 4K UHD 60 frames a second and putting unlimited recording through there, not a 5 limit. The 4K 120 seems interesting. There's a lot up in the air. This is the first time in a long while OnePlus are really like sticking their chest out and be like, yo, you guys want camera? You know, we're not just improving the camera, we are going the extra mile. And I really hope the long-term money spent on this partnership with Hasselblad, like what Huawei did with the co-engineering with Leica, which you're still using Sony sensors, I hope it pays off. I just want it to pay off because everything else, to an extent, what OnePlus does in terms of the phone is really good. Haptics, display, build quality, software support, software speed, usability, ease of use as well for an Android phone, and also the feature sets that you get. But the camera, I don't want to beat it to the bush because they do develop the camera processing better over time. But it's that first impression that sticks, and I really hope when this comes out, man, the first impression that sticks with this is that finally, this is an out and right good camera. I don't want to hear anyone say Gcam. I don't want to ever hear anyone say that it needs major software updates over time. We just need it to be out of the gate so good that it not just competes, but in some ways it beats out. Already with the 4K 120, it beats out regardless on a factual level because no other manufacturer is doing that for the video. But I really hope this works out for OnePlus. For me personally, because they've been in this for a while. This is ninth generation, not their ninth phone, but just ninth generation. They're getting into it now. They're stretching their legs into that. They're no more the newbie underdog, or they're going in balls deep now, as they call it. So I really hope this really starts to pay off. I'm going to say really a lot of times because people say I say really a lot, but I want to emphasize that. I want to emphasize that, and I want them to knock this out of the park, get this pattern, get this done, get to a place where we know when we think about OnePlus, it's no longer everything else is good but the camera. Just everything else, everything is good, period. And all they need to do is spread their availability in terms of where you can buy it, contract outright in retailers, whatever regions they are, and give people a fair chance to be able to get it. And no network carrier deals and partnerships, trust me, I've come from it. It's not that cut and dry and that straightforward. But if we can get to the point where that's the challenge next in terms of spreading the availability and what's out there, and not because this is missing, that's lacking and whatnot, yeah. But so far as an initial teaser, exactly 2 weeks from today. Today's the 9th of March. 2 weeks from today, 23rd of March. Let's see what's good. These are the initial teasers with the Sony IMX789 cinematic video capture in 4K UHD 120 frames per second on the OnePlus 9 series. Let's get back into the comment section. Well, good stream tonight. What are we on? Just over 1 hour. Come on now. Pattern the timing, Okay, 11:30. Perfect. I wonder if Oculus. Okay, so we're going for Richard Tech. What did it say? Okay, I wonder if Oculus will branch out from VR and explore. Yeah, I think they will have to, as natural progression goes. They would have to. I would be surprised with how much money Facebook has with Oculus that they don't have a research and development going into AR. I'll be back next week, brother. Nice one. I think AR glasses would be great. They need to use LiDAR like iPhone. Could you imagine seeing a person's face with it through LiDAR? Yeah. Light detection radar system will be interesting for sure. I can't wait for the 9 series. Hopefully no disappointments. Let's see. OnePlus doesn't really, they don't disappoint, but they do. Yeah, especially when it comes to the camera. There's just a history of that. And they really started using good camera hardware. It's just their processing pipeline can be a bit of a hit and miss. So I hope they can really get that. GSM Marina, okay, Richard Tech. GSM Marina has an article which has some teaser leak videos of the IMX 789 sensor. Interesting. I'll check that out. This is the thing. I hope they improve the hardware so that it comes improve the software. Software is a huge thing for the cameras and the smartphone, isn't it? Let's people improve that. Absolutely, Gaza. Absolutely. Fox Tech sounds like they may be working with the colors from the help of Hasselblad, which I really hope it makes a difference. That processing pipeline for colors, dynamic range, the look of an image really does matter on a small sensor like that needs solid pipeline processing and great computational photography. I'm looking at you, Google. You guys have been doing that well with an old dated sensor since the Pixel 2 into your Pixel 5, which I hope come Pixel 6, you change the sensor size. So yeah, it makes a difference. Greetings from Greeks. Oh, greetings. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, bed. The OnePlus employee. Drop the live score some hot inside. I wish. I'll be lucky if I get reviewing it on time as well, man. Finally, some 120 frames a second content to see. Yeah. Absolutely. That's a good shout. That is absolutely a good shout. OnePlus line, please be good. Yes, we want the 9 series to be absolutely smashing all the way through, not missing the parts that usually plague them. You can record 4K 120 and slow it down for the 6 shots though. Absolutely. That's the whole point. Cinematics. Well, slow motion isn't necessarily cinematic, but you know, it's just been coined with it now. I've been complaining about those 120 frames things, just seemed like such a waste of 120 frames a second camera. Yeah, that's also a good point. That is also a valid point. That is also absolutely a valid point. Absolutely a valid point. And we've caught up with all the comments. Nah, you lot showed up tonight. 14 concurrent viewers. Shout out to every single person that showed up. Craig B, Gabriel, James Wolf, Concept Creator, Jermaine, UMB Comms, my bro Bernard Hobbs, Canada, Tech Rant, Mr. Trenton, um, Surya, Tatenda, what's good? Richard, Sean B, Brooks Media in the yard. We've got Brooks Media going live in about 2 hours, I believe. Yeah, it should be exactly 2 hours from now, man. So definitely, if I'm still awake, I'm gonna run through on that. Sean B, Richard Tech, and Price when he cover all by one. Cool. VTL Gaming. Shout out to his TH Gadgets, Tech for your needs. Craig B, Cash 9X, Upon Marshall Jr. Man, people. Lala T, what's good? T. Definitely. My people. Filmed by Fresh. Gaza, what's in the house? Nathan. All you people off the official channel. Craig B. Shout out to you, Lomba. Do you think some consumers have been acquainted to more saturated colors? Think Samsung? Yeah, potentially. Trust me, it's just very subjective. I don't mind the soap opera effect, as they say. That's cool. All right, that is it for tonight. Thank you for joining tonight's Tech and Chill live stream. We did it finally 2 days later, but we got the live stream in. I appreciate you all. We'll be signing out for tonight. Hope you're all safe during this time. Thank you all for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.